Supposedly more than one ghost. There's the dark lady, then there's the surly old man, and then there's the young woman ghost. But since we've been here in the last 10 years, since Haunted Hamilton's done their tours, since we've been on Creepy Canada, since we've been on Ghost Trackers, since there's been books, magazines, websites, articles, paranormal psychologists coming from out east, Shadow Tracker, I think his story was called, or Shadow Catcher, I forget. They've done all these things. They've said that more ghosts have actually moved into the building. So sort of ghosts from the area, the 3 more at least they say, have found this as like a safe haven for paranormal activity. So we don't try to kick the ghosts out, we don't exorcise them or do things like that, because we've made almost like shared home with the ghosts, that they find it safe. So I mean, that's always up to interpretation whether or not people believe it. So the ghosts long ago used to dress in pure white. Now they've got a different track, for the Hamilton ghost seems to take a delight to stroll around the city in black. Pat Duffy, who saw her in Corktown last night, has been here today telling his friend that she stood 7 feet and 9 inches in height and wore a large Grecian bend. A peeler who saw her turned blue with affright, and in terror he clung to a post. His hair, once a carroty red, has turned white since the moment he looked on the ghost. Her breath seemed as hot as a furnace. Besides, it smelled strongly of sulfur and gin. Her breath seemed as hot as a furnace. Besides, it smelled strongly of sulfur and gin. 2 horns, a yard long, stuck straight out of her head, and her hoofs made a great clatter and din. Her air was majestic and terribly grand, and she passed muffled up in a veil. A bottle of ruin she held in each hand, and she uttered a low plaintive wail. I have mixed in the world with spirits, and then once more with the spirits I'll go. She stopped, took a sniff of the ruin, and then she popped into a cellar below. He could hear her again, crying out from her den, "Tonight you will see me no more, but I'll meet you Saturday evening at 10 by the fountain that stands in the gore." So this is the basement vault. So another scary vault. There's a story that this was a tunnel at one time that went down into the tracks. People come up through here. Obviously, again, the floor, if you can see, looks the same as the floor of the vault upstairs, which is kind of creepy. So there's stories of people, someone who died locked in one of the vaults overnight, whether it was this one or the one upstairs, we don't know. This one's bigger, someone might not have suffocated in one night, but the one upstairs is pretty small, so it's possible. I don't know what these old bars are for, we don't know. And this room is the old servants' staircase. You can see the old staircase here in the old walls. The walls remind me of the house in Blair Witch. They say that on the 3rd stair, 4th stair down, 2 above you, is where the ghost sits. And the Warren stair. You can get in behind here. I found written under the stairs, see up there, it says Albert, Shorty, January 1933, 34, 35, 36, and 37, and then it just stops. And it's a pretty small space under the stairs here. And during the 1930s, this building was derelict completely, and hobos coming in and off the train tracks down there were used it as a place of refuge to hide and sleep. So I think that he used to sleep under here in the winters from 33 to 37, and maybe it stops in 37 because maybe he died down here, and maybe that's the ghost who sits on the stairs above, the surly old man. Albert Davidson, Shorty, written in pencil over 70 years ago. And you guys? Yeah. So that's part of the reason why we think there might be so many ghosts, is because the building isn't only old, but it was used for so many different reasons. Like, people actually lived in here, people worked in here, people went to school here, people did so many different things here that there could be so many different reasons why people would be in the building, or why they might want to come back to it in another form.